Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Ez Weiser. Thank you very much for coming back to this channel. I really appreciate it. So a friend of mine actually came in from America. His name is Josh. So basically he's here in Israel on vacation and he actually started doing something new with his life. He started to play more music. Always noise, there's always people making noise. He basically wanted to start making music in his life. So he actually started a YouTube channel, started playing music, and I wanted to kind of document that, interview him and get some ideas and understand what went through his mind on this journey to start making music. And I feel like I resonate a lot with that too, because I'm also starting to make something a little more on the artistic side. And I don't know, I feel like I want to learn a little bit about him and help you guys also learn a little bit about him as well. Might be a little noisy here. I live in a pretty busy street for a non-busy area. So like I mentioned before, this is kind of a new thing I'm trying to try out, a vlogumentary, which is kind of a mix of a vlog and a documentary. And I'm not sure which episode this one's going to be yet. It's either one or it's two, I'm not sure yet. Probably gonna be one. But whatever number this comes out to be, I hope you guys enjoy this a lot. Hope you guys enjoy meeting Josh. And I hope he enjoys expressing himself and showing himself to you guys as well. I'm a personal trainer. Good morning, Josh.
Good morning.
Let's go make a video.
Yours is probably very strong.
Yeah, this.
Should I have this in the thing? Just So my name is Josh Gerhardt. I'm originally from Austin, Texas, but I moved to Baltimore around 2007. I work for a company called Senior Stylist. I'm the operations manager, and basically we go around supplying hair and nail services to senior facilities. So we have people go and cut their hair and do their nails. The topic of today's video is my music journey and how I went from not playing any instruments to playing the instruments that I do. I started off on ukulele when I was 18, and I went from ukulele to guitar, to piano, to bass, and now I pretty much can try to pick up anything that can play music and try to relate my knowledge of music theory into that instrument. My dad has actually been playing, I think since college. It's his college, not mine. He's been playing guitar, and growing up there was always guitars in the house, always musical instruments, but I never really felt a connection to them until after I moved out on my year abroad in Israel. It was there I met a friend named David Keller, shout out to David Keller, who had a ukulele there, and basically he was like, listen, like, I'm doing my thing, I want to be playing this, but whenever I'm not playing it, you're more than welcome to come and learn on it. The first time I actually saw him playing it, which is how I knew he had one, was we were on a trip with our yeshiva, and on the bus, I think he was playing the SpongeBob theme song. And I'm like, this is the coolest person in the world. And ever since that day, I vowed that I would learn every SpongeBob song. No. After I saw that, I'm like, wow, this is something that I could really see myself doing. It's something that I really want to do. And that was the first step of me wanting to learn music and going after it. And fast forward to 4 years, where I bring my guitar everywhere I go, and I play it multiple hours a day, just because that's the funnest thing in the world for me. One thing that I noticed after I started writing songs was, I'd say the emotional core, at least, or what I think the emotional core is behind songs that I listen to now. Because when writing my own songs, there's normally a theme or a feeling that I take and I write a song about it. And now that I see kind of how my process works, to be able to then go and listen to another song and see, oh, they are writing it about this feeling and this girl, and there's this catchy part that maybe that was like their initial part that they like had in their head, or things like that. I also started watching a lot of kind of behind the scenes, how people write their songs, things like that, just to A, understand their thought process, their creative process, and B, to kind of just to see the uniqueness that each person has when writing their own songs, and how each person slightly differs when creating their own works of art. Starting YouTube videos was actually something I didn't do because I wanted to share my music. It was something that I did as a self-confidence thing.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my Musical Mondays on a Thursday.
I spent 2 years in Israel. The first year I spent learning the ukulele, and the second year I spent switching over to guitar. After that, I spent maybe 3 years back in Baltimore doing college and basically just practicing guitar. Unfortunately, I spent a lot of time practicing in my room with not that much time jamming with other people. So I wasn't really sure of my skill relative to other people. And finally, in the summer of 2017, I started playing and jamming out with a couple of my friends.
It went just like this, no it's never been better than the summer of 2002.
I understood that I was able to play. I really had no bar of how good I was if I was able to do things like that. And it was kind of this new light of, oh wow, like I can do this. And the YouTube videos were kind of a way to push me even more forward of like, I can do this and I will do this. It was a push for me to be more comfortable with me playing music in public, because before it was very to myself, then to a couple friends, and I thought all of them were better than me. And then it was something of like, all right, I'm going to cement in my mind, I can play music, I can sing. My first couple of YouTube videos, I remember hating, because I'm like why? Like I didn't really know how to sing. Even now, it's still a journey, but it was a slow learning process for self-confidence, and then being able to see each video, see where my shortcomings were in music, and be able to analyze that and improve. And I think being able to do that was also super, super crucial for me to grow in music. The thing about like my songs, which I think a lot of people have, is, except for Lewis Capaldi, because he wrote an entire album off of one girl. I think that each song kind of stems from a different time in my life, or a time when I saw something in someone else's life and I tried to put myself in their shoes. So one of my favorite songs, at like gigs and stuff, I'll pair You and I with the song Strong. And basically, You and I wrote, it's grammatically incorrect, but we don't have to tell nobody. But basically, I wrote that song last year. I was going through a really rough time, just, being myself, trying to connect to this person that I knew I wasn't going to connect to. And it was a song about, what am I going to do when I can't give my emotions over to someone else? And writing that, I actually didn't release it for a couple months after, because it was a really hard song to release. But after that, the song that kind of helped me get back up was a song called Strong, where it was basically a letter I wrote to myself of what I would want somebody to have said to me to make me feel better. And I like pairing those two together, because it kind of gives that full roller coaster ride of emotions. There was this point where I was writing songs where I knew I wanted to make an album. And I guess music has always kind of been a hobby in my mind. I don't want to say that in case future Josh becomes a rock star. Music has always been something fun in my mind and something cool to learn. And so to be able to find a new way to express music that's not just through different instruments, but now I have a way to combine the instruments I'm playing. I can play a guitar track and then throw a bass track on top of it. Like I can put a sound on a keyboard and make different any sound that I want. It's a cool way to, it's almost like going from 2 dimensions to 3 dimensions in terms of music. It's a new way for me to create and express myself. It's something that I really find cool, and I'm not gonna say it's easy. It's certainly tough to start a journey almost from scratch again after doing it with guitars and instruments, but on the other side, I don't always see it like that. I see it as a continuation of this journey, which I find pretty cool. I think that me learning music at the time that I did helped me understand and relate other things in the world to how I learned my music process, which was starting off simple, first of all, being able to take things one thing at a time. Like I remember when I was first learning music, it was starting with chords. It was learning a song from like online Googling Wonderwall, learning the 4 chords, like going from there to, okay, now I know what those chords are. Now I can change between them. Now I can know a couple songs, and from there was understanding how the chords fit together, and slowly but surely building up more knowledge and more knowledge. And I think that helped me relate a lot to anything that I do in life. I've kind of put it in that same category of, okay, start here. You have a small task, you want to accomplish that. Go after that. That's how I relate everything in my life. I like to base my life off of 7 F's. I can't remember them. I think it's like family, friends, finances, future, fun, and the 2 other ones. I try to look through each one of those and then target a weak point, target a thing that I think I can do better in, and strive towards that. Make little goals, make small goals, and build up from there.
Okay. Cool.
Cool.
I really hope you guys enjoyed that video. It was awesome for me to make. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed editing that. And if you guys can be so kind as to subscribe to this channel, leave a comment down below letting me know if you guys enjoyed the coffee sequence. I really enjoyed making that sequence. It was very fun for me, and I have a lot of fun watching it over and over and over again. So if you guys can leave a comment down below if you guys like that kind of sequence, and to let me know if I should be doing more things like that. If you guys can like this video as well, leave a thumbs up and share it with your friends so that this channel can grow more. See you guys again in the next video. My name is Ez Weiser. No sign off yet.